Hi, Aquarius. Some sage to cleanse the space. Thank you, Spirit. 3 chimes to bring in positive energy. This is a general reading for the sign of Aquarius. If you have Aquarius anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Aquarius. What would you like the listener to know or to be aware of during or for this reading? My name is Greta. I am an intuitive reader. I do look at your sun placement, moon placement, and other planetary placements to get a good idea of the energy that is surrounding you at this time. But first and foremost, I do rely on intuition. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Aquarius. What would you like the Aquarius to know or to be aware of during or for this meeting? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the Aquarian. Wow, and the Emperor card. Wow, you have some major arcana, major changes, major transformation. Thank you, Spirit. Messages. Oh, let's do this. There. That seems right. Yes, Aquarius, that seems right. Aquarius, the foundation, the basis of your reading this week is the Wheel of Fortune, karma. And what I like about this karma card is the energy that we put out, the energy that we create. That's the energy that the universe reflects back to us. And so even if we're experiencing negative circumstances, we can turn that around by our thoughts, by our energy, by our emotions. If we look at the positive and if we practice gratitude, that is what the universe will reflect back to us. And that is driven by the Ace of Swords. Knowledge is power. Wisdom, the gift of wisdom, the gift of knowledge, and again, how we spend our energy. The energy that we create is what is reflected back to us regardless of our circumstances. And let's see how these cards play into the rest of your reading this week, Aquarius. We start off with the 10 of Wands, which is the harvest, the bringing in, the ending, followed by the 6 of Wands, an ending with a quiet transition, the moving, the transformation from stormy waters to quieter waters, a change, a shift. And again, the Tower card, a change, a shift. There's a major change, a major shift that is coming in for you in your public life, in your professional life, in your work, in your career, in your school, in your education, your public energy, your social energy. There's a shift, a transformation, a change. And this shift, this transformation is one from the physical into the spiritual, into the emotional, into the unseen. It's a shift from the seen to the unseen. if we look closer at this tower card, we can see that these people are leaping from the towers. And that tower is really representing the physical world. It's like the things, the cars, the boats, the home, the office, the furniture, the clothing. It's those physical things that can keep us trapped, to keep us tied into a situation to where we're not moving towards or moving on our life's path, our soul's desire, our true passion, our true desires. And I see you making that shift and following your true passion, making room to follow your desires. And when we first look at this tower card, it may appear scary or frightening, but if we look closer, those are actually yads. They're not fire, they're yads. And so that lightning is an act of God. The fire is a purification, and then it rains down with yads. And yads represent God. It's a yod. It represents the first letter, the first Hebrew letter in God. And so those are blessings that are a result of this transformation. And that is followed by the High Priestess card. And the High Priestess is the spiritual wisdom, the spiritual knowledge, and wearing that and putting that on and seeing. It's almost like seeing both sides of the coin, seeing the yin, seeing the yang, and seeing and understanding that there is balance that is needed there. It's the black, it's the white. There is a past due debt that is coming up. Maybe you have been planning for this debt, or that you have been saving for this debt, but what you have saved is not enough, or this debt comes due prematurely. This debt comes due out of the blue, where you're not ready, you're not prepared for it. It could be that maybe you've done a favor for someone, and now they're asking for you to do them a favor in return. They asked for help, and you asked for help, and now they are asking for help in turn. But there's going to be financial damage, financial hardship as a result of this debt. And this debt needs your immediate attention. Some of you may find yourself being accountable for money that is missing or money that is lost. This debt has to do with someone's deepest, darkest secrets. And these deepest, darkest secrets are going to be revealed to you, or these deepest, darkest secrets of someone else. Thank you, Spirit. And so, someone's deepest, darkest secrets are going to be revealed to you, or your deepest, darkest secrets are going to be revealed. Either way, it's a result of this debt. And remember, you have the karma card here. The energy you put out is the energy that is reflected back to you. And I love that this Wheel of Fortune, it is backed by the Ace of Swords. The knowledge, the wisdom is power. And also, the Two of Cups. There's healing here. There is a healing here where I don't know if it's someone is going to come in and help you heal, or you are going to help someone else heal. Just remember that karma. Regardless of the situation, regardless of what is going on, we have the power to redirect that with our energy, with our thoughts, with our words, and with our actions. If we want good to come out of this situation, we must reflect good. And that is followed by the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is gatherings, get together, a group of people. Followed by the Eight of Wands, which is sudden change, a sudden shift that brings in lots of opportunities. The Two of Pentacles, balance, the balance. Oh, and the Knight of Cups, slow and steady wins the race. And we can see how that knight is proceeding very slow and steady. You know, he's going at this pace that the situation is calling for. And I'm glad that you received this slow and steady card in your reading this week. You know, Mercury retrograde, in case you haven't heard, is starting this week. And during Mercury retrograde, things have a tendency to appear to slow down, or even appear to move backwards. And when we see this, especially with the onset of Mercury retrograde, that is Spirit reconfirming a slowdown, a time where things are slowing down, or a time where things are stalled, or even a time when things appear to be moving backward. That is a gift that is given to us in order to plan, in order to prepare, in order to be getting ready for September, when Mercury retrograde is over and things start speeding up again. And, you know, Aquarius, Mercury is your ruling planet, and it is retrograde in your house of emotions. August is going to be a month of reviewing relationships and determining if they have grown with you, or if they have grown to be working against you. This month, you will look at your deepest, darkest secrets in both your professional life and your work life. And you will give yourself a safe place to process everything that is going on. So it's almost a gift that this month things are going to really kind of slow down and maybe even be as a standstill. And the gift that the universe is giving you is finding a safe place to process and finding a plan to put into play or to put into action come September. And then we have the Emperor card. Questioning. You know, I'm not even going to say questioning. The Emperor card represents or can represent how we use our energy. And the only difference between a good emperor and a negative emperor, or, the only difference in how people rule their lives or how people rule their kingdom is how they choose to spend their energy. There are some rulers that demand absolute power, absolute control. And that's how they choose to rule their world. That's how they choose to rule their life. And many times, those are the kingdoms that fail. There's also the rulers that use their energy to create peace, to create tranquility, to create an environment where they're working with the environment instead of against the environment. And that is what makes a good ruler. The Eight of Pentacles focus on the task at hand. The Nine of Pentacles, creating an environment to manifest. Yes, create an environment to manifest. It's like the getting ready to be ready. And the Seven of Swords, the planning, the preparing. You are in a state or a time of questioning your religion, or questioning religion as a whole. Maybe even questioning the governing bodies of society and some of the negative effects that it's had, not only on your life, but in the lives of everyone, as society in a whole. What has those ruling bodies, religion, governmental, parent, family, moral, you're questioning it all. And you're questioning the effects that those rules, those laws, those regulations, those morals have on society as a whole. And you're ready to make a change. Maybe witchcraft maybe seems a little bit too far to the right for you or too far for the left for you. It's like, I don't think that you're quite there yet. But I think that you're ready to move away from the laws of religion, the laws of society, and maybe move towards one. And so I think that spirituality is a wonderful middle ground. And I think that you're really moving towards spirituality and coming up with a plan for that.